South Korean workers detained by U.S. immigration authorities are finally homebound after spending a week at a detention center in Georgia. They will be back here in South Korea by Friday afternoon. Our senior correspondent Oh Soo-young is on the line with the details. Hello, Soo-young.
Hi, Tommy.
So, Soo-young, the workers are now just hours away from a takeoff at Atlanta's Hartsfield Jackson International Airport, aren't they?
That's right. So in 5 hours' time, 316 Koreans will depart from the state of Georgia a week after they were arrested at the Hyundai-LG battery plant by U.S. immigration authorities. Having left the detention facility at around 2 a.m. on Thursday local time and traveling over 400 kilometers to the airport, they will soon board their chartered plane scheduled to leave at noon. One person is reportedly staying behind as they may have rights to remain in the country. A total of 330 passengers will board the chartered flight, including 10 Chinese, 3 Japanese, and 1 Indonesian national, who are also detained in the same raid. And they're expected to land at Incheon International Airport at 4 p.m. on Friday.
All right, it's been a rough week. Now, I understand we also know why the planned departure for Wednesday was delayed. What was behind the reason for the delay?
Oh, it was very interesting, Hammy. Seoul officials say that the Wednesday departure plan was paused by none other than President Donald Trump. He reportedly called for ways to allow Korean workers to stay on at the factory. And he apparently also objected to the Koreans being handcuffed by immigration authorities. Regarding the mass arrest, President Trump and the White House have commented on the value of foreign investment in America, especially in the sectors of semiconductors and batteries, as they emphasize the need to hire and train American workers, but also acknowledging the need for skilled foreign workers in the initial stages. However, Seoul decided to proceed with the return first and perhaps then re-entry later. An official told me that this could be seen as a move that demonstrates Korea's sincere respect for the U.S. law. And as the Koreans proceed with their voluntary departure from the U.S., as negotiated for days by the South Korean government, it seems they have avoided gaining an immigration violation record or any disadvantages that may occur should they want to re-enter the U.S. at a future point.
Right, and behind this whole drama included the talks between South Korea's Foreign Minister Jo Hyun and his U.S. counterpart Marco Rubio. How did that go?
Well, according to Seoul's foreign ministry, the two officials met on Wednesday at the White House. The two sides confirmed the arrangement for the detainees' voluntary departure, with Foreign Minister Cho further suggesting the creation of a working group on visa issues.
The visa-related working group was discussed at the Korea-U.S. foreign ministers' meeting, and consultations will continue at the working level going forward. As a matter of principle, we believe the United States has also agreed.
We can assume that Seoul will press for new visa tracks to accommodate South Korean companies' needs to set up their operations in the United States. Compared to America's other trade partners such as Canada, Mexico, Australia, and Singapore, Seoul has no dedicated visa program for professionals. So while companies like Hyundai, LG, Samsung, SK, and POSCO are investing billions into U.S. plants, they have very challenging timelines for setting up appropriate facilities, as well as staffing them with skilled workers. So without viable visa options, they're basically stuck, and that's what seems to have been behind this whole incident. Workers entering on short-term visas to help set up operations before ultimately leaving the U.S., no intentions to stay. So with this crisis, it seems that the two allied countries are creating the opportunity to improve bilateral pathways for better economic cooperation going forward.
Indeed, hopefully this crisis does turn into an opportunity. Soo-young, thanks for the coverage.